All fun and games. Until Daddy falls in. Good morning. We are at Elk Country RV Resort. We are near Redwood National Park. And we're going to head in today and do Fern Canyon, which is popular. We've seen it on a lot of different vlogs. And then we're going to head out to the beach and let the kids see what Northern California beaches look like. They're a little different.
It's probably going to be cold.
Yes.
And the reason this is called Elk Country, I don't know if you can see, but right here, there's an entire herd of Roosevelt elk, which are the largest deer in the world. Maybe, I think in North America, actually.
Yeah.
But there's a whole herd of them. They just had their babies, and they just came back down. They weren't here yesterday, but they just came back down to graze in the grass down here. And apparently, they do that a lot around here, which is why this is called Elk Country.
And it's so popular, so it's really, really a cool place.
And we're only like 5 minutes from the southernmost visitor center to Redwood, so it's a good location. It's a little Spartan in the offerings, but it's a good location. So let's go head up the road.
We're headed down the road to Fern Canyon, and it is very bumpy. This is not a paved road, and it's about 1.5 lanes wide. So you end up going up quite a bit and then coming back down, and it's like sheer drop-offs on either side of you. But there are so many redwood trees that, you know, if you fell, you wouldn't go very far. This very beautiful road. It's very bumpy.
We are on the Fern Canyon Trail. The drive out here was pretty fun. You get down to a parking lot for small vehicles, and then there's a stream crossing. So I'm in a big old truck, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the stream crossing. There's a couple small cars out here that maybe like a Civic I wouldn't have done it in, but there's some in the parking lot. So obviously you can get in without a problem. So we started the trail here, and we have our jackets tied around our waists because it's probably going to get pretty cold in here. And there's also a lot of water on this trail, so we've got either the girls, or Brooke and Ben have Crocs on, Tara has sandals, I've got my waterproof boots. So we're ready for this, and it's already looking pretty prehistoric in here. So let me just flip this guy around and show you what you really want to see.
Children haven't complained yet. Water hikes are the best.
Great hike.
Yeah, it is.
This is really cool. So there's a lot of parts where we're walking through water. I have boots on that are supposedly waterproof. It's not doing too well. My socks are a little wet, but it's not bad.
The rest of us wore water safe shoes. So.
Yeah, and the kids, this is fantastic with kids because they're just climbing and stomping through the water, and we don't have to worry about them getting too far away because we're in a canyon. They can't go very far. So We also don't have to worry about wildlife down in here, probably.
Not big wildlife.
Yeah, there's probably so many people up in here that they just stay away. So, very cool hike. We're, maybe at the end, it's really hard to tell. It just kind of keeps going. So, we're just going to keep going until we can't go anymore.
And then we'll turn around and walk back through it.
So, 2 thumbs up so far.
All fun and games. Until Daddy falls in. We are at the Thomas H. Kuchel Visitor Center at Redwood National State Parks, and oh, there's Brian. We are headed in to find out about the parks and to do the Junior Ranger program.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden.
I was going to say good morning. Good afternoon. It is day 2 of Redwood National Park. We are at the Trillium Falls trailhead. We're going to walk down. It's like a 2.5 mile loop with waterfall out at the end, Trillium Falls. So the kids are excited to go see the waterfall. We've got the freeloader and the pack and all that. So we're walking up to the trailhead now, and we're going to go find us a waterfall.
What do you have? Yep. Yeah. What did you find? Your pretty flowers? Oh, that's for me and Daddy? So sweet.
This is a beautiful hike already, and we're only like quarter of a mile in maybe. It's a lot of uphill right at the beginning, but apparently it kind of levels off and then you come down around the other side. But this is part of the old growth forest. So the loggers that came up and just devastated this area way back when, they didn't make it here. And then the government stepped in and they protected the land. So we get to enjoy these old growth forests because there's some massive trees. Let me swing around here. There's a family pair here right behind me. Look at these. These things are huge. It's beautiful here. It's so... We can see why they use this as Endor in Return of the Jedi, because it really does kind of feel like you're on a forest planet. Like, you have to be somewhere pretty strange and unique for things to grow this large and there to be this many of them. And it's so vibrant and green. This is great. I love it here. We've started losing the children. Ben needed to ride or be carried. Brooke wanted to ride on me. Tara's on her own. We can't carry her with the other two. So we're on our way back, kind of on the back half of Trillium Falls Trail, and going uphill again. It's fun. But we're looking for banana slugs. Ben's calling them nanas. If you right there, if you want to come and hike the Trillium Falls Trail, I have a piece of information for you that might help save some complaining or fighting along the trail. So you take the trailhead from the Elk Meadows area, and it's very well marked. It says Trillium Trail. You kind of go up to the right, and there's a bunch of gravel, and you go up, and there's the falls, and it's all beautiful. And you keep going. You keep going through really beautiful areas, but then you get to what kind of looks like a fire road or a service road. And all the trailhead all the trail marker says is trail. Points back up the way you came, and then there's another one that says trail that points across the road and down another trail. If you want to, you can go across to where it says trail and keep going, and it'll eventually come back down and hook up with the fire road even farther down the hill. If you go left and start going downhill on the fire road, you'll get to the same place, and it appears to be a little shorter because some guys that had passed us a ways back, we just met up with them when they hooked back up to this fire road. So if you want to cut the walk a little bit short, come down the fire road. If you want to go the full trail, follow the signs that say trail, and do not go uphill on the fire road, because that will take you way down the 101 back down to the little town of Ewok. So there's a tip for you if you want to come down here on the Trillium Trail. I recommend it, but it's really hard to judge distance when you're down at areas like this. So we thought we had gone really far, and then we looked at the map, and we haven't even gone halfway, or hadn't even gone halfway. So we're coming up on the end here. We're gonna get some food, kind of a late lunch, and then we're gonna go check out some tide pools up the coast at, I think it's the Agate Beach State Park, because we're looking for tide pools, and high tide is in about an hour and a half, so we should get there right on time.
These are the redwood pine cones, or the redwood cones. They may be the tallest trees, but they have the smallest cones.
Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. Pretty cool. Tara and I dropped Aaron, Ben, and Brooke off at the home bus so they could get some rest, because Ben was getting pretty irritable there. He did not fall asleep in the car. He kind of screamed half the way home and ate the other half of the way home. So they're back at the home bus, and we came down to Patrick's Point State Park, which has the trailhead to the Agate Beach. And there's also some rocks up the coast that we're going to go to after we're done here. But the parking lot is overlooking this little stretch of coast here. Check this out. battery on my gimbal died just as we got down to the bottom. So you're gonna have to deal with shaky cam, but hopefully it's worth it because it is absolutely gorgeous here. Like, I'm from the East Coast. We don't have this. Like what? Like look at this. Look at this. We don't have this. We don't have this. All of our beaches are sandy and boring, and there's no mountains anywhere near the beaches. This is just stunning. There are no words for this. I'm just gonna show it off because my talking isn't gonna do anything. Okay, we drove through the campground a little ways. It's in like a proper campground. There are a lot of tent sites, and there were a couple RV sites. Those people were crammed in there. I mean, there are some tight sites. So I don't think we would be able to fit, at least not in the ones we saw. There might be bigger ones somewhere else, but we would definitely not fit in the spots that we drove by that were out by out by the Agate Beach trailhead. So we drove up the coast a little ways, still in the park. And we stopped at what's called Patrick's Point, and we caught sight of what looked like a really awesome trail out onto one of these rocks in the ocean. So we're gonna go down around the corner here and check it out. All right, that was a really short trail. We're at the coastline now. This is amazing. There are two paths. One path kind of winds down the coast here to some set of rocks down there. Another path kind of goes straight across and then up on top of this rock, and you can take a wild guess which one we're going to go to. And we're hearing sea lions from somewhere down here, but we can't see them. It looks super rough and churning down here, so maybe they're kind of around the corner or something, but maybe we'll be able to see them from up top. Let's head up the rock.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. About you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.